G'day, I'm Ash, and welcome yourselves back to Plane Mechanics Simulator. Yeah, I know, it's been a little while. In fact, it's been a hot few months since I guess I did my very last video on this game. We completed all the missions for the Tiger Moth, we completed all the missions for the Spitfire, and we also completed basically all the missions for the Mosquito that you see just directly in front of me here. But the game has since changed the developers, and they've also added a new update. Now, the publisher is still the same, that is Playway, the same developers that also happen to own a lot of other licenses and titles. For example, Tank Mechanic Simulator, or House Flip. I believe there's several other assets like Train Mechanic Simulator, a Car Mechanic Simulator, and etc, etc, etc. But why are we here? Why are we covering the game again? It's been a long time coming. We finally got a new aircraft. And the way you access this aircraft is quite interesting. So, by the title and the thumbnail, you would have already seen. They've added a Hawk Hurricane, which is fantastic because I guess it's something else to do. But it means that this game isn't necessarily dead. So while I might have completed all the other aircraft and stuff and done a series on that, today we've been taking a look at the Hurricane, and hopefully it's as good as they're promising. That being said, it's a little sparse in information. They haven't addressed a lot of the other core functionalities with the game. They haven't done... I mean, there was a patch about 6 months ago where it did do some quality of life, but regardless, when you go into game, you go to the mission list, and this is a completely new thing. It looks quite nice. So I've done the Tiger Moth, I've done the Spitfire, and I've completed the Mosquito. There's a Chapter 2, and there's a Chapter 3. Now, when I click on Chapter 2, you've got the Hurricane Mark 1. For those of you who want to start playing with the Hurricane right away, you'll have to have completed Chapter 1, or you just click Chapter 2, and you just click on the Hurricane and tell you to go do a new campaign. So that's what we're going to do today. Nothing like a good cup of tea. Alright, welcome. This is our order number. This is 07540 Hurricane Mark 1. I think you haven't had the opportunity to get to know this plane yet. First, fill the spare fuel tank. Refuel the aircraft. Okay. There it is, the beautiful Spitfires. Can we actually go outside the hangar? Oh, we can't actually go outside, but gosh, that's impressive. Some weather mechanics. And here's the refueling and the spare parts replacement truck. And an actual functioning hangar with some different bits and bobs inside. And there's another Hurricane behind here. Wow, that's actually quite cool. Today we'll be going to refueling this aircraft. So let's get up onto the wing. We'll see here's the cockpit. Everything else like that. Supercharged engine cover. Why is it telling me those through the aircraft itself? The game does look a bit finicky. Okay, fuel tanks. Let's have a look. Just have a look for general signs of sort of areas where you could fuel an engine. Now, I might go around and have a look at the top of the engine there. There might be a fuel tank right there as well. Maybe it's this thing. Fuel cap. Haha. See, it does pay attention to sort of... There's coolant. We don't need the coolant. Is there another? There should be more fuel tanks in the aircraft. Let me just pull up my technical manual that I have here. There should be... In theory, there should be more than just the fuel tank in the nose. I could be wrong here. This is the Mark 1 Hurricane, not a later war variant. Okay. We know the drill. Go grab the ladder. Take the ladder. Take the ladder. Come up against the aircraft. So where's the fuel filler? Going to pull out the arms. Going to pull out this direction. So sort of head over here. Plonk it down. Go get the fuel hose. Let's go run it up the side. Run it up here. Try and insert it into... It's not letting me insert into the... Okay, there it is. Alright, insert into there. Fantastic. That's a little strong, don't you think? We'll go and get the Bowser. Fill it all the way up. And there's no game sound for some reason. There has to be another fuel tank somewhere along here. What's this one? See, I told you there were fuel tanks on the outer sides of the aircraft as well. I bloody knew it. Okay, well that's already undone. Let's get up on the other side. Come on. Alright, stand up here. Take off the left wing outer coolant door and that everything. Fantastic. Open that one up. Like so. Now we go and race and grab the hose again. So we can go round the aircraft. We can. Fantastic. In we go. Let's dump this one in here. I don't know where it's going, but it's doing weird things. I'm going to fill this one up. Make sure it's full. Turn the Bowser off. This is going to be an absolute nightmare to keep doing. Just continuously refueling the aircraft. And even look at this. The fuel hose is going directly through the center of the aircraft. I don't necessarily think that's how things work. Regardless, I'm not going to question it. I question everything anyway. Done. Task complete. Okay, now we'll just put all the screws back on, and that's job done. So a simple job, but a job that would have had to be done thousands and thousands of times just to keep these birds airworthy. Okay, let's put those back in. Alright, I've saved you the trouble. I've already refueled the aircraft. That is a consistent thing with this game. I honestly, refueling the aircraft is a standard procedure at this point in time. Now we've got to refuel the coiling and the oil. So I've already got the oil Bowser hooked up here. So the only thing I really need to do is get on the controls. And oh my goodness, that's something. Fill up all the different oil things. Just like that. There's a little generator engine on the back of this tank here, and it just empties out the oil. This fills up like that. Don't have to do any other action at all, aside from, you know, complete this. Boom. To the minimum. There we go. Fantastic. That's all done. Right, now, the next one is to go get the coolant. So we'll go grab one of these cans. Carefully run over back towards the side of the aircraft. I can't actually get up on the side of the aircraft, can I? Oh, I can. Fantastic. Now, sort of pour the coolant in. Like so. And watch as it sort of fills up magically. Doesn't even show me where the maximum is. Is there any more that can come out of that container? No. Okay. Gonna need another container here. Pick up the water coolant. Here we go. Let's do the same thing again. Hopefully we have enough this time. And hopefully there'll be some better jobs to do after we do these couple of things, eh? Alright. Where's the minimum and where's the maximum? Okay. About there. That'll do. Beautiful. All primary tasks done. Now we'll just put away the oil. Make sure these cans are out separated. Come on, can I put you down? There we go. Fantastic. And my goodness. This game just makes me want to fly. You know, I really should pick up aisle 2 again and sort of start flying again. That'd be something that I really should do. I have been meaning to do it for a long time. And I guess something about me that's just really put off doing flight sims, I guess that I feel like I have to record videos on the subject or something, you know. But regardless. Now, can we take this hose out? We have to duck underneath the prop here. Nope, it's not going to let me do that. Alright, let's go over here. Won't let me do... Okay, there we go. Fantastic. Under we go. I say fantastic a lot. Something I'll need to change. Okay. Pick up this thing. Now wheel it back into the corner. Back where it was. If I found something where it was, it goes back where it was. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's got it. Have a little bit of OCD going on there. Alright, now we just put the oil cap back on. I think we've already done all the fuel and coolant. Actually, we haven't done the coolant cap yet. I don't want the pilot to go up, and then all of a sudden, I realise the coolant cap is not on. So that'll be something that I will have to make sure that is put on top. Okay, put the coolant access door back on. It's not necessarily matter if the coolant door is not back on, but it does operate, you know, it's not going to affect flight performance too much. But it's something that might be a bit of concern because those parts were originally part of the aircraft. Okay, that is the Hurricane. And now we sign off. Let's sign off with Ash. Done. Perfect job. Fantastic. Alright, let's go on to the next... we'll see what it throws me next, eh? This is going to be interesting. Had a little trouble landing. It looks like the left wheel was damaged. I also saw that there were a few cracks in the cockpit. Oh yeah, replace the batteries in the radio. Fantastic. This will be the last mission we do with the video. Now, if I remember correctly, we come over here. The radio comes into a special hatch on the left-hand side. But it's usually just behind the pilot. So what we'll do is we'll go and... we'll go investigate all the parts. The cockpit door, there it is, completely damaged. Doesn't look like anything else. The radio itself is pristine. I don't know how we're going to get in there. Okay, there is a door. Right. See, I knew there was a bloody door. Alright, open these. I was on the right side all along. Okay, open the shelf. Okay, we're going to remove the battery door. Remove the battery. My god, the weather. There's actually weather in this game now. How anything is flying in this weather, I don't know. Fantastic. Utterly... I mean, it's just an atmosphere. Just the little things make the game slightly better. Okay, then we're supposed to replace the front windscreen, fix the problem with the left wheel. So we're going to have to jack up the aircraft. We'll do the other two issues first. We don't have to refuel the aircraft, the front windscreen. So we'll just tear down the front windscreen. That's pretty interesting. Okay, let's get it back up on the wing here. Let's remove the 4 bolts. It's probably a little more. It's really just on the 2 slides. One of the things I really want to go do, there's a hurricane in Australia that's been restored to flight worthy. I want to go visit it, especially with this corona stuff going away and everything. I feel like, you know, I want to get back into aviation again. I miss flying. It's one of the things I really do miss. Alright. Now we've got the 2 batteries, we may as well have a look at which wheel is damaged. This one's pristine, that one is damaged. Alright, we know which one to jack up now, so we just need the... we need to jack this guy up. That's always interesting. Okay, now we just jack up like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You always go to the end because that gives us enough clearance. It's only just enough to get the wheel off. Take the wheel nuts lugs off. I have an interesting story about those, so I'm going to have to recount that. The brake pads. Those are going to be an issue on its own as well. Pristine, really. Just got to double check the whole entire landing gear assembly. And apparently you can't change or have a look at the different sort of the hydraulic system here, because this would be an interesting system to have brake too. Mind you, I'm saying this as someone who's interested in tearing down and refixing and doing those kind of things. As a qualified aviation mechanic already, you know, I have an avid interest in warbirds. You know, all I've really worked on in my time becoming a tradesman was, you know, civilian aircraft. So your Cessnas and whatever. That is absolutely howling down out there. Alright, so we're going to sign for all of these. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to replace. Ash. Done. Okay. Now we just put all these parts back on. So, now we've got replacement parts. That's it. Alright, that's sort of bugged out. Look at that. Look how that middle nut has put itself back on. In fact, all those nuts and the outer one as well. I'm not going to question it. That's how it's going to be. Okay, now we'll get up on the side of the wing here. We will replace the battery. That's done. Fantastic. Put the radio hatch back on. This is a quick job. Fairly quick job. Okay, cockpit door. Slide that on. Get a guy on the other end to also do the same. And that's all the primary parts now back in functioning order. Now, I'm a little OCD, so we're going to take this down. And let's put the aircraft back down before the boss comes back. I mean, he didn't necessarily tell us to, but that's okay. And we're going to put this back over here. Fantastic. That's job done. Well, I sincerely hope you enjoyed the video today, lads. It's a little short one. That's a first look at the Hurricane. We're probably going to finish this one off. And we're going to sort of have a bit of fun. Once we finish the Hurricane off, we'll probably stop playing the game for a while. So they had the next aircraft. And that'll be that. Alright. Well, my name is Ash. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh god, my tea is cold.